What's up, guys? Dustin with NCbassTV back at it again with another video. And today's video, it's another review video because the weather sucks, and I live in North Carolina with the most bipolar weather in the whole world. But that being said, guys, I have a surprise. I've got my hands on on a pretty desirable reel right now, and that's a huge shout out to Iron Mountain Tackle. This video is sponsored by Iron Mountain Tackle, and without them I could not be doing this video. So that being said, go check them out on Instagram, Facebook. It's ironmountain.tackle on Instagram, and it's just Iron Mountain Tackle on Facebook. Go check them out, follow the page, show some support, especially if you're around where I live in North Carolina. Really anywhere in North Carolina, obviously not like on the coast or you know, anywhere like that, but where I'm at is towards the like in Randolph County area. If you're in Guilford County or anything close to that, I can make it worth the drive for you to come down and check out Iron Mountain Tackle and get you some great deals on rods, reels, baits, anything you want. I'll get them to hook you up. So that huge shout out to Iron Mountain Tackle. If you're interested in that, shoot me a message or anything like that on Instagram, or comment on here and we'll talk a little bit further about that. But without further ado, I have my hands on Daiwa Tatula 100 XS in the 8:1 ratio. And is that thing bad or what, guys? That is a bad reel. Very, very, very pretty reel. They have really outdone themselves with this reel. First time I saw it, I took it out of the box and I was like, oh my goodness, that's beautiful. But I'll get some close-up shots as well for you guys. I'll roll that sometime here during the clip. But I do want to talk a little bit about this versus like your 150 Tatula and stuff like that. The main difference with those two is just the bulkiness of the reel. If you've ever picked up a 150, you'll see that the front plate here sticks out a little bit higher and a little bit further, and it's a bigger feel. This is more, the 100 is more of a low profile and a better fit in your hand. Like, I don't have huge hands, but I don't have really small hands, and this is where I prefer my reels to be at. Like my Fuego is a little bit too large in my opinion, but my hands have gotten used to it, and I use the reel a lot, so I'm pretty much used to it. But if I had to choose, it would be the lower profile like 13 does and stuff like that I prefer over the bigger body reels. But that being said, I love my Fuego too, so I just wanted to go over some specs, and I need to read them off because I have a terrible memory. Let's see. This is a all aluminum frame with the 90mm handle, just like the Fuego, bigger handle so you can crank on a little bit better. Corrosion resistant clutch mechanism as well. Ultimate tournament drag system is what they run. I'm not sure of the exact drag specs on this. I'll have to look that up for you guys. But I'm reading off what I can find here. Guys, this Tatula is the smallest. The 100 series is the smallest and lightest Tatula I believe that they've ever had. It's like 6.9 ounces. It's pretty light. Also, it offers the T-wing system, like I was talking about, and a zero adjuster. Let me read this so I don't get it right. The zero adjuster spool setting, and what all the T-wing and that zero adjuster spool setting, they work together to minimize any backlashing or anything like that. It just makes the spool, the T-wing system, it guides that line better than your traditional system to make it nearly impossible to backlash. Obviously you can backlash it, but those two, the zero adjuster setting, from what I've read, the zero adjuster setting and the T-wing system kind of work together to minimize your backlashing. And this reel is definitely the most like palmable, the best feel in your hand out of any Daiwa that I've seen, that I've used. And overall, in my opinion, this is the best feeling Daiwa that I've ever held in my hand. And like I said, I haven't held like the older reels or the super high-end reels, but I've held like the 150s, the 100s, the lower ends, all the Fuegos, a few older reels, and just this one right here, from me using it yesterday and really just getting to know the reel. I feel like this is the best, lightest, and best feeling reel by Daiwa that I've ever felt or used. That being said, this doesn't have the spool capacity, as much capacity on the spool as the 150 does, but it's a smaller profile, lighter profile, altogether more of a sleek design, and it's not going to hold as much line as the 150. But that being said, guys, they did not skip out on beauty on this reel. Daiwa does a fantastic job with not only making their reels perform up here, but look up here as well. They're so pretty. They do a great job, and I don't know how well you guys can see the it's like a matte finish, but they have a gloss, the Tatula symbol, that famous spider symbol on there as well. And then over here, not on the side, but you can see right here on the spool tension, just the nice spider logo like they do, that Tatula logo. But they also have the Daiwa D up here on the front face of the reel as well. And I'm gonna push that button. And if you guys are not familiar with the T-wing, I'm gonna take this reel off and kind of show you guys a little bit more of that. All right, you'll notice whenever I hit the thumb button here, like you're about to cast, that T-wing lays down, and you can see the line goes through the little slot here. I don't know how well you can see, but I know it's hard to see. But whenever you go to reel back up, it brings that guide right back up here. So all it does is just keep your line that much more pinpointed, and it helps with the castability, and again, not backlashing as much. But it's a pretty neat design. You don't really see too many other people doing anything like that. But again, it's pretty neat. I wasn't familiar with this until I picked up my first Daiwa, but I thought it was pretty cool. And again, you can see the D up front there. It's a nice little accent they got. Also, you've got the red around the trigger button here as well. It's kind of a neat accent. Overall, one of the baddest reels that I've ever seen. And using it yesterday, I didn't get to catch a fish on it, but I mean, it just feels great when you're using it. And I'm not sponsored by Daiwa or looking to get a sponsorship by Daiwa, but I do enjoy their products. They make a great reel, great rods as well. For the money, right now, in my opinion, Daiwa's unbeatable. It's just from what I've used with like 5 or 6 different brands that I have used. To me, from the feel of these reels, Daiwa's unbeatable, and the Tatula series is like, in my opinion, ahead of the game in so many different aspects between them and 13, in my opinion. But again, this 100 SX or XS is, I think it retails for like $159 on most sites. And I can't go without mentioning this. The rod that I'm throwing this on is actually a Adams custom rod made by the guy that runs Iron Mountain Tackle. This is his rod. He custom makes rods, so that's another thing if you guys are interested in it. I might do a separate video on just that. So he's actually building my rods right now. That being said, if you're in the area around, like I said, around the Randolph County area, I'm down here near North Carolina Zoo, if that helps anybody else. But you know, if you're ever in the area, message me. I'll give you the directions to the tackle shop. They're actually on the Instagram. I'll give you directions to the tackle shop, and maybe we can link up. I'll meet you there. We'll talk a little bit, and we'll look around the shop and see if we can't get you some good deals. So that being said, guys, I want to give this Tatula honestly a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love it. I'm gonna be buying one for sure, but just gotta get my hands on one that I can have. He's the owner of Iron Mountain Tackle pretty much called dibs on that one in particular. But huge shout out to Iron Mountain Tackle. Couldn't do without them. 10 out of 10 on the Tatula reel. Can't recommend it enough. You guys, if you're in that I don't know range and you're looking to buy something in that $150 to $175 range, if you don't want to go up to a 13 Concept A, because I think that is this is a pretty level playing field between the 13 and this is a cheaper reel. So that being said, guys, go pick up this 100 XS. If you're in my area, like I said, I can get some more in, and because they're hard to get right now. But I would for sure pick up this reel. If you're in that $150 to $160 range and you're looking at a few other options, get the Daiwa. You will not be disappointed. I can't recommend it enough. God bless you guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There's a bell notification button right beside the subscribe button that notifies you every time that I put up a video. Hit that as well. Thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode.